in a sense, and they burned 60-mile swath, basically. 60 miles. They had 3 wings when they came up through Carolina, and which was about 60 miles. And they burned and just desecrated everything all the way up through Carolina. So that was another interesting fact.
Didn't I ask you all to tell us a little bit about Sherman's opposition, the enemy Confederate forces that the Confederacy was able to array against General Sherman as he moved through South Carolina?
Throughout there, sir, there was really no opposition throughout South Carolina, other than small skirmishes that came about. There was about, I believe there was about 10,000 soldiers in South Carolina under the command of General Wheeler, I believe it was.
It didn't have quite that many.
Yeah,
General Harding.
Okay, and there wasn't that many, but as soon as they came in, General Sherman, initially he fainted, in a sense, not fell down, but actually, faked going to Charleston, because that was one of his tactics. So the city of Charleston evacuated, gone. But really, he went up north to Columbia, and people in Columbia, all the shop makers, the machine shop, stuff like that, they were boxing up all their stuff, getting it ready, but they didn't know that he was coming. They were just being prepared for it, or preparing themselves for it, so they could get everybody onto the train and push north and get out of there. One specific thing that I read is one of the machine shop owners he tried to push early because of what he had heard in some offhand intelligence, and the general at the time that was controlling the railroad wouldn't allow him to move all his stuff, so he ended up moving it himself with horse wagons and stuff like that, so just to save his machine shop. But once they actually got into South Carolina, they basically just handed him over the city. The general had took off, and at the last, the general rode up and made sure that everybody had crossed. I forgot what river that is. And then he came back, talked to the mayor, and said, "We're good to go. You can hand over the city." And they just left.